Hello everyone, Namaste. Welcome back to my class after a long gap. I'm Rajan Sarumagar, your English teacher. Today also, as usual, I have very good content for grade 8, and it is reported space. So you can see this slide. I'm going to use the slide. So before starting reported space, changing direct into indirect, I'm going to make you familiar with some parts, and they are very important before learning reported space. So I'm going to use my slide. You can see this side especially. Okay. Generally, okay, you can see this side. First of all, let me show you what we are going to learn before before changing our direct space into indirect. So see this side. So I'm going to show you the slide. You can see this side. First of all, we shall learn first introductions of reported space. We need to know which is called reporting, which is called reported. We should know this. So introductions of reported space. Then after changes in the persons, we need to change the persons. So changes in the persons. Next, changes in tense. If the reporting is in a past tense, then we need to change the tense of reported sentence. So changes in the tense. I will show you later. Next, changes in the time. Like example, now, then. Okay, these are the changes of the times we will learn. Okay, while learning the changes in the time. Next, changes in reporting verb. There are two types, okay, past and the present. Even there is a futures. So what will be when there is a changes in the reporting verb? I will show you and we will learn. This side, next side also you can see here, types of the sentence in reported space. There are the 5 types of the sentence, and we need to learn how to change these 5 types of sentence into indirect space. Okay? So first of all, we will start first introductions of reported space. See this side. A speaker's words are reported in subordinate clauses governed by a reporting verb with the required changes of person and the tense. Let me give you example here. See, he said, this is called, and another is I am coming. He said, comma, I am coming. So here are the 2 types of sentence. One is he said, this is the one, another is I'm coming. So what is called this first sentence? This first sentence is called reporting, because he is reporting the sentence which is in imported comma. So he said this is reporting, and I am coming, this is reported space, the reported sentence. You need to remember this is very important, which is called reporting and which is called reported. First is called reporting and second is called reported. The sentence which is in inverted comma is called reported space. Remember this. Okay? And there is a changes in the person. This is a very, very important here. Changes in persons. See this. I am going to show you those several examples here. They say to me. You need to remember the me, okay, because that has been underlined and that is in red color. They said to me, you are good. You are good. So first of all, reporting sentence is they said to me. So what is the subject there? There is they is a subject, and what is object? Me is an object. Remember that. Me is an object. They say to me, they is a subject, say to me, and me is the object. Remember that. And in a reported space, reported sentence, you can see that you are good. You are good. In that sentence also you can see that you subject has been underlined and it is in a red color. So that means what? You pronoun is always changed according to the object of reporting. It means we need to change that you according to the object of reporting, and the object of reporting is a me. So we need to change you into me. And what is the subject of me? Subjective case of me is I. So we need to change like that. They say to me, you are good. Now let's change this direct space into indirect. They told me that I was good. You don't need to focus now. Why there is a told in the place of say to? You don't need to focus now. We will learn later. Just now you need to focus is that how there is a you has been changed into I. Just you need to learn this. It means the you pronoun as a subject in reported space should be changed according to the object of reporting. There is a me, so we have a change you into I. If there is him, then we need to change you into him and it becomes he. So they say to me, you are good. They told me that I was good. So remember, you pronoun is changed according to object of reporting. Next, changes in the persons. Now you need to focus. They said to me. Which word has been highlighted? Obviously they. They word has been highlighted and even is in a red color, and they is subject. We are good. They say to me, we are good. So remember, they is a subject, me is object there in reporting, and we are good there. You can see we is subject. So they is subject. Now you need to learn is that we and I pronouns are always changed according to the subject of reporting. We and I pronoun. Remember this. You pronoun is a change according to the object, but I and we pronoun, these two pronouns are changed according to the subject. What is the subject there? The subject is they. They say to me, we are good. So this is a direct space. Now let's change this sentence into indirect. So how to change? They told me that they were good. So now see, we pronoun as a subject of reported speech has been changed according to the subject of reporting, and reporting's subject is a they. So what is down? You can see there, they told me that they were good. So we subject has been changed into THEY they. Remember, you can see here also we and I pronouns are always changed according to the subject of reporting. Okay? You don't, once again, you don't need to focus that why there is a told in the place of say to. You don't see that. Why there is a where in the place of are. You don't see that. Just see how there is a they in the place of we. Just we and I, these two subjects are changed according to the subject of reporting. Okay? Now, how about if there is a third person? Third person means like he, she, it, and the names of other people. So let me show you. Changes in the persons. They say to me, he is a good. They say to me, say to me, he is good. So they is a subject, me is object, and this is a reporting. He is good. This sentence is in inverted comma, and this is a reported. But what is the subject here? The subject is he. So you is a change according to object. I and we pronouns are changed according to subject, but he, there is no change. So he, she, it, or third person. Third person means there can be the name of the persons like Sugam, Srishna, okay, Hari. This person, these names can be there as a third persons. So He, she, it, or third persons always remain itself. There is no change. Okay? Let me show you example. They told me that he was good. So there is no change. He is he there. He remains he there. There is no change. So here what you have learned that if there is you in reported speech, then that you should be changed according to object of reporting. If there is I and we pronouns, then I and we pronouns should be changed according to the subject of reporting. But if there is a third person, then there is no change. This is a changes in persons. Now let's learn another. So changes in reporting verbs. Changes in reporting verb. You have learned that which is called reporting part and which is called reported. So changes in a reporting verb. See this. I'm going everything in detail, okay, so that it will be easy for you to learn, okay, to change direct into indirect. See this side, changes in a reporting verb. If there is a say, or says, or will say, that means present or future tense. In reporting direct speech, say, says, and will say is written in indirect speech and the no tense changes of reported. Remember, let me go show you example. He says, I'm dancing. Remember, he says, I'm dancing. He says, comma, this is a reporting. I am dancing, this is a reported. Okay. So according to the rules, what we have learned that when the reporting is in a present tense, when reporting in future tense, then there is no any change of tense in reported. Okay. But there will be the change of persons. Like I is there, I am dancing. So I and we, these two pronouns should be changed according to subject. So what is the subject there? He. So I should be changed into he and it becomes he says that he is dancing. Okay, let me, this is indirect. Let me now write here for further. Okay, he says, comma, inverted comma, I am singing. Full stop, inverted comma. Do not forget, punctuation is very important. Okay, this is the one question. Another question is here. He will say, he will say to me. He will say to me, comma, inverted comma, you are good. You are good. Okay. So you can see says is a verb 5. Verb 5 means this is a present tense. When there is a present tense, the tense of this no change. Okay? No change. And will say means this is a future tense. When there's a future tense in a reporting, then the tense of reported is no change. Okay? No change. But the person will be changed. Person will be changed. Now let's practice here. He says, I am singing. So let's write he. Says is only here, so we need to write says. He says. Okay, then we need to write here that. Don't worry, later we will learn everything in detail. He says that. Now here is I. I and we should be changed according to subject because he is the subject. So we need to change this I into he and it becomes he. And I am dancing. This is a present continuous. When there is am, m, that means there is each r and m. Remember, when there is m, that means each r, m. So he takes what? Each r, m, what? He takes each and singing. He is singing. Now you have a question. So you may have a question, why there is not a watch? Because there is no change in the tense, because reporting is in simple present. Reporting is a present tense. So there is no change. Here also you can see that he will say to me, you are good. So we need to write the same. He will say, no, here not should be say. He will say to me, when there is a TO2 after say, then we need to change this into tell or told. Later I will tell you how to should be there. He will tell me. Once again, here is a TO2 preposition after say, so we need to change say to into tell. Okay, he will tell me that. And now let's change the persons. Here is a you subject. You subject should be changed according to object. So object is here me, and so that's why here should be I. You should be changed into me, and me comes here and stand as a I. Okay, he will tell me that I. When here is R means there is M, each R. So here is R. So I takes what? I takes am. He will tell me that I am good. You may have a problem. Once again, let me repeat. Okay, here is no any tense change, because the reporting means the sentence which is before comma is in the future tense and is in present tense. That's why there is no changes. Okay. Now let me show you another. Look at this slide. Okay, you can. Let me show you the slide. Okay, look at there. If there is a says to or will say to in direct speech, tells or will tell is written in indirect speech. So that's why. Look at here. Says to preposition here. That's why here is a tell. Here is no to preposition. That's why here is just says. But if I write here, says to me, comma, he says to me, then here should be tells. Because here is a to preposition, he tells me should be here. He tells me. Okay? So remember that rules. When there is a TO2 prepositions with says or say or will say, then we need to write tell or tells or tell, okay? Or will tell. Now let me show you another. Changes in the reporting verb we are still doing. Just we learn that if there is a present or present tense or future tense, then there is no any change of tense in reported sentence. Now changes in a reporting verb. If there is a yes, I said. Said means past tense. In reporting direct speech, said is written in direct speech, and the tense of reported changes. Tense of reported changes. When there is a future, when there is a present, no change. But when there is a past, then there will be change of tense. Okay? So let me show you example here. He says, I am dancing. He is subject, said. This is in past tense, comma, and this is a reporting sentence. I am dancing. I is a subject. Am dancing. Am is R plus buffer. That means a present continuous. So this is in present continuous. So present continuous should be changed into past continuous. I will show you the list, okay, later. He said, I am dancing. So we need to change the tense of reported. The tense of reported is the present continuous. Now present continuous should be changed into past continuous. Like, he said that he was dancing. So he said that he was dancing. He said, I am dancing. I has been changed according to subject he. So that's why there is he. Am is R plus buffer. This is a present continuous should be changed into past continuous. So that's why there is was dancing. Later also I will show you how there should be changed. So you can see down. Aim of direct speech has been change into what? This is called change of tense. And if there is a yes, AID said after TO2 prepositions in indirect speech, TOLD told is written in direct speech. Okay. When there is a TO2 preposition, then we need to change into tell or told. Okay. Now changes of the tense. Changes of the tense. If the reporting is in present or future tense, says, there is a double says, one should be say, says, or says to, or will say. In direct speech, the tense of the reported speech does not change, it remains the same. But if the reporting is in the past tense, the tense like a said or said to. In indirect speech, the tense of the reporting speech is a change. Let me show you here. Look at here. Verb 1, verb 5, that means simple present. Simple present should be changed to simple past. Remember, okay, this is very important. Simple present change into simple past. And the simple past is changed into past perfect. Remember, and past perfect, no change. Right? Look at the chain, okay? Simple present changes into past simple past changes into past perfect, and past perfect no changes. Okay. Has plus verb 3, that means present perfect changes into past perfect, and past perfect no change. Amy Char, watch were, had been. Remember, Amy Char, watch were, and watch were, had been. Next side you can see, had been, no change. Shall, should, can, could, will, would, must, had to, may, might. Remember, okay, this is called a change of tense. Let me brief it last time. Simple present is a change into simple past. Simple past is a change into past perfect. Past perfect is no change. Present perfect is a change into past perfect, and past perfect no change. Emitter, watch were, had been, no change. Shall, should, can, could, may, might, must, had to, will, would. Remember this. Okay, this is called change of tense. And when should we change the tense? When there is past tense in reporting. When there is a future, when there is a present in reporting, then we don't need to change. If there is a past, then we need to change the tense. Okay. After this, changes in the time. While changing the tense, you need to change the time also. While changing the tense, you need to change the time also. See this, right? If reporting is in a past tense, said or said to, direct speech, the time of the reported speech is changed in indirect speech. Like, see this, right? Now, then, ago, before, today, that day, tonight, that night, yesterday, the day before, or the previous day, tomorrow, the next day, otherwise the following day, last, previous, next, the following, this, that, and this, those, hence, thence, and here, there. So you need to change like this. Now, then. You need to write in the place of now, then. Okay. So see this. You can download the video also, and you can watch this for many times if you have any confusions. Okay. Now, word to join sentence. This is the very important, because direct speech has two sentences. One is called reporting and another is called reported. So there needed the word to join these sentences. Assertive sentence. Assertive sentence, we use said that or says that or told that or tells that. Okay, we use. Later we will practice detail. Another is here interrogative sentence. Interrogative means there are two types of interrogative sentence. One is yes/no questions and another is WH questions. Okay. For yes/no question, we use ask if or whether for yes/no questions. Later we will learn detail. Okay, in detail. And for the WH question, W as ask W as a word. Okay, for WH question, W as a word means W means where, what, why. Okay, and H means how. So that's why it's called W as a word. For imperative sentence, there are so many types of imperative sentence. That's why it has a many word like told to, requested to. When there is a please or kindly word in report, so imperative sentence should be if that is a request, then we should use requested to. Later we will practice. Don't worry. And one not to, one not to, and suggested that we should with less. Okay, just remember the words to join sentence. Later we will practice all types of sentence one by one. Okay, next optative sentence, the sentence which start with a may word and ends with exclamatory marks, which is also used to bless, wish and chords. So here we use wish that, bless that, chords that, and a bed also use. We will practice, don't worry. Next, exclamatory sentence, the sentence which is used to express happiness, sadness, surprise, okay, grief. Like we use exclaim with joy, sorrow, or exclaim with the surprise, exclaim with the sadness, exclaim with the happiness that. These are the words which are used in indirect speech to join reporting and reported sentences. Okay. So thank you all of you for today. My time is over. But remember, we have got the knowledge or information of those important parts of reporting speech. From next period, we will practice assertive sentence, then imperative sentence, optative sentence, interrogative sentence, and exclamatory sentence to change into indirect speech. So I hope you need to learn this very well so that you can learn easily how to change the direct into indirect. So do not forget the next class so that it will be easy for you. So thank you everyone. Stay happy, stay safe. Thank you.